Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. We've got this right in front of us to deal with. Confronting Ramu at the tree here. For the main quest. Let's just pop that open here. Get that going. Trial the striking tree hard. Need to prove that we are worthy of peace and all that. Join this. Less than 5 minutes. Not bad. And also, while we're here, we have these Sylvan Snarls at Lark's Call. It's apparently something. We're really not too much with the Order of the Twin Adder difficulty 2 here. And a couple of the higher level ones. Let's see, Lark's Call. Where would that be? Right here. We're here in the Sylphlands. Lark's Call is down this way slightly. We can go that way, since we're here. Maybe. Okay, there's Lark's Call. So you look for the guys with the symbols. Should be doable. Looking for specific guys. For the hunter. There's one. Sylvan Snarl. We're just talking to Ramu about how we aren't going out and attacking them and everything. And here we are. Going out here, attacking them and everything. We need 3 of those. Look around. Oh, there's one. Not a Screech. That's to specifically be a Snarl. That's a ramp. Oh, a little 43. They do not put up much of a fight here, do they? My goodness. My combat? Yeah, Psy. Screech. So. Okay. Aggroed on us? This Bane Stool. Alright. I mean, disagree on that stopping me from leaving, but sure. Get out of here. There you go. Over here count as this still. Got some more guys. All the wrong kinds of guys, though. It goes all the way to Bramble Patch. Alright, so let's back further into Lark's Call here. Looking for one more of those guys. Just a whole pile of mortals here. There's one. Get in a position where we don't aggro all the other things in the world. It's the perfect time for some single target spells. How's that for an idea? And make sure we don't cast another spell when they are gonna be dead. There we go. There we go. Is 653 more serpent seals. Pretty good. Pretty good. How many seals and stuff we have too these days? Not really on that page. There's where we're waiting. 1750 of these. We get in the common. 5,200. I think we need still a fair quantity for another rank up or something. There's plenty more ranks in the Grand Company stuff to deal with, so let's see something. Society points. Society's other battle. Currencies. We got some. Alright. Until I'd say it's pretty good. Anything else we want to do while we are waiting here? Or we're just waiting here? We're at 4 minutes of an average of less than 5 minutes, so could be at any point here. It is 8 people. But it is also a main scenario quest. There's a whole section for helping with that in the random stuff. Right there. You get bonus rewards and stuff. Worth it. Okay. Well, as a DPS, I'm sure we are not in high demand currently, or most of the time. We'll just sit here, waiting. That'll work. It was like, what, 8 minutes? Close enough. Assuming people click the accept button. We get there. Probably. Oh, one more. One more. There we go. Light party. Full party. Wow. Alright. This guy's got lightning powers. Gotta watch out for that. Huh. There he is. This will be gun. I'm gonna light my fire. Oh boy. Attack in the middle. Do not get hit by that. There's a lightning over there at the side. Seems like that's fine. Let's say it's probably fine. That thing's alright. That's it. We're just blasting. That's what we do. Great Arbiter. Let's take them down. A lot of lightning stuff is happening. As to be expected. Let's take down more of them. You can also probably just take down the boss. Depends how it works. I'm gonna constantly stop and not do this. Once I sentence, I'll be judged. Oh my. What happened in there? Good? I think we're good. Alright. Full MP back. Judgment is nigh. So we need to find arbiters. Deal with those again? They probably do something we don't want them to do. Oh. Almost down. Seems been pretty much fine. That's good. Get a little bit of that. There you go. GG. Okay. Alright. Easy enough. Somebody defeat him, or we just win enough, or is he still gonna be around, or... I guess we'll find out momentarily here.
I have taken thy measure, bringer of light. And I judge thee a worthy champion. The task of excising the sin that hath taken root in man's heart is thine. Shrink not from employing thy strength in service to the forest and the wider realm beyond. Like hungering shadows do the enemies of harmony gather, and meekness will but feed them. If man is to be delivered from the dark, it shall be by thy guiding light alone. Stray not from the path, for if thou dost, thy people shall be truly lost.
Thou hast slain the Lord of Levin. A regrettable act, but a necessary one. In witnessing thy struggle, a truth hath been revealed unto me. If I mistake not, it may yet prove a chink in the eternal armor of the Assyrians. But let us conclude our present business. I shall expound upon my findings at the Rising Stones anon.
Alright. So yeah. They don't need their god here. I will solve all the problems. That's what we're working with. Report. Back to almost sold this here. Yeah. Quick, just teleport over here and be fine. Less stuff in the way. Fly in there at least. There you go. Okay. So yeah, as much as it was more amicable than most primals, we still fought and got rid of them, so functionally very similar outcomes. Sergeant Sin, you have returned. Dare I say how Ramu received your visit? Acceptably. He challenged you to a test of arms. It is well, then, that you have some experience in such matters. The peoples of both Gridania and Little Solus will be relieved to hear that the Lord of Levin has accepted you as the Forest's champion of peace. You performed a monumental duty this day, Sergeant Sin. The Elder Seedseer must be informed of your deeds at once. Alright. What little gods are made of. Servant Lieutenant is ready to send you on your way. The Elder Seedseer will wish to hear of your experiences firsthand. Pray return to Gridania, make directly for the Lotus Stand. The Contra Noctis Ultra will be expecting you. Fare you well, Sergeant Sin. Okay. We do technically have one other thing I'd like to do in Gridania here. some space in the inventory by putting away some of our orchestration scrolls. Should be a thing. Okay. Did we get anything from winning that? 15 plus 75 elegant tomestones. Not bad. 3,000 XP. Something. Those bonus tomestones are definitely pretty good. Okay. Let's head down to the inn room. It should work here. Money pile's also getting pretty stocked up here. I need to buy something else eventually here. Try to in room. If only there was more storage options. We got all of these materials that we can't purchase just easily. That we never use for anything. We don't really have space to go and get other materials for a bunch of other stuff either. Probably just gonna end up getting rid of most of this, but for the time being. Registration. Okay. Ta-da. Registration settings. I put it in here. What's this? A copy of Hubris. Coming down. Storm by dark. Okay. Inventory. Lock 2. Yeah. Choco Sabag or Glamour Dresser. I don't know. Search for recipes using this. I guess this is the Faded. This is a faded copy. Top more page which she may retrieve from Labyrinth of the Ancients. Crafting material. The orchestration roll is the music roll for Hubris used to add to your orchestration list. Ah. So we don't even actually have the final piece. We need to do level 50 alchemy to this in order to get this. Oh boy. You even see that? I doubt it. Crafting log. Can't even look at it. We can't even look at high level recipes anyways. So these are actually pretty useless. Unless we get such a high level in things. Are they all level 50? Level 50, 4-star recipe. Or level 60, 1-star recipe. Eternal Wind Orchestration Scroll. Master Alchemist 3. Well, that sounds difficult. Alright. Well, never mind on that idea for now. We're definitely going to need to do some crafting at some point, probably. Or not. I don't know. We will see. We'll see. Don't think we have very much space in the chocolate saddlebags for anything either. Well, we'll just continue for right now. We'll have a bunch of extra legs and stuff in the inventory because we have too many legs. We need to just get everything up to 50 here. Maybe the easiest way to solve some of our inventory problems. In terms of gear, at least. For now, we will not worry about it. Okay. And this is up in the next area. There. Okay. Doable, of course. Oh, the Garadania. Yep. Okay. And right here. Perfect. Welcome back, honored Scion. We who knew of your mission have been most anxious to see you return. The Elder Seed Seer awaits you within. Proceed to the Lotus Stand. Alright. We did it. As per usual. Very good. What else is here?
You are returned to us, dear friend, and none the worse for bearing the heavy burden which I did press upon you. Most glad am I of this. I am informed that your efforts to negotiate a peace with Lord Ramuh ended in conflict. Pray tell me, what befell?
Just had to prove we were worthy. As per usual. We did it.
Ramuh made trial of you? I fear there is truth to his claim. It is the darkness within us that attracts the darkness without. It cannot be denied that misfortune follows man. For evidence, one need only look to the conflict brewing in Cartano, or to the rising flood of refugees. Our shared struggle against the Empire should have served to seal our union. Yet the ties which bind the Alliance strain under the weight of gross self-interest. As the scars of the calamity begin to fade, so too does our sense of common purpose. Yet now is scarce the time to forget our shared responsibility. If this new-sprung realm is to survive beyond its infancy, it must needs be nurtured by all. Eorzea must be as one. Yet I fear that dream is still far off. On behalf of the people of Gridania and the elementals both, I thank you for all that you and your fellow scions have done. Full oft have I been compelled to look to you for aid of late, and offered all too little in return. As leader of this nation, I shall endeavor to prove a more worthy ally to your cause henceforth. Lord Ramuh has departed, yet the keening of this ill wind grows no less insistent. Voices of the forest, pray speak and I shall listen. What unseen evil begets this unease in my heart?
Definitely something. Problems not over by a long shot. Okay. Nothing though, how's it going? Thus ends another daunting mission. Arctic. Yeah. I'd hoped Lord Ramuh would be persuaded with words alone, but nonetheless, I can only admire the alternativeness with which you responded to the Primal's sudden challenge. And it seems that Ranger, too, was pleased with the outcome. What say you, Arctic? Shall we gather back the rising stones and ponder the lessons of the day? I suppose. Speak with Minfilia. Seems like we did learn something there. Again, the whole energy form business. Connected to the Echo and etc., etc. And also connected to the Ascians and rebirth and immortality and a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff's going on. Okay. We will see. We will see. Back over at the Rising Stones. Follow the map. Goodbye. Running on in. in a rush. Okay. To the solar. Unsurprisingly. Amphilia. Welcome back, Arsic. Word of your monumentous encounter with Lord Ramu precedes you. I would fain share news of my own, but Ranger's discoveries must take precedence. Upon witnessing your defeat of the Lord of Levin, our learned companion was struck with a profound insight regarding the nature of the Ascian's immortality. Let us assemble and discuss his observations together. Very important. Okay. Yeah, the whole possessing and stuff. Hear from him. And everybody else. Welcome to the important meeting.
If everyone is ready, let us begin. Urianger, the floor is yours.
As all here assembled now know, in its final hours as our Order's headquarters, the Waking Sands did play host to a most unexpected visitor. I speak of the Ascian clad in white, Elidibus. Unwelcome though his presence was, his words that day did serve to confirm a truth long suspected, that the Ascians are eternal beings, to whom physical destruction is as a temporary inconvenience.
In the intervening time, Urianger and I have striven to discover a means by which the Ascians might more permanently be slain.
And 'tis my belief that we have found the thread that will allow us to unravel the twisted skein of their existence. In the moments prior to Leviathan's most recent manifestation, the Sahagin elder who summoned him was observed to undergo some manner of ascension. The etheric readings taken by Y'shtola at the time of this transfiguration have proven most enlightening.
The disruption to the flow of ether was sudden and dramatic. So tangible was the agitation, I scarce had need of my goggles.
The significance of Y'shtola's readings might better be understood in the context of mine own, taken at the instant of the Lord of Levin's demise. Unlike the Primal, the Sahagin was not subject to etheric dissipation.
Before discussing our new discoveries, it may benefit us all to recall what we know of etheric behavior. Let us begin at what some might call the end. When we who dwell in the material realm die, our spirits dissolve into the flow of ether and are returned to the ethereal realm. In turn, the restless energy which suffuses that plane streams back into our world, giving rise to new life.
'Tis as the heavens did decree, the way of all mortal souls. Twixt this world and the next do the ethereal currents swirl, bearing the very essence of life. Thus doth the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth continue unabated.
Primals behave somewhat differently. In order to manifest and then maintain a physical presence in this realm, they must consume vast quantities of ether, most often in the form of crystals. Though they may seem to live, their flesh is but ether given shape. Thus, a defeated primal leaves behind no broken corpse. Rather, the essence of its form seeps back into the land whence it came, and the energy of its shattered spirit is called back to the ethereal realm.
And there it waiteth till next the prayers of the faithful do draw it forth from the sea of ether to take their offering of crystals and make for itself a new body.
Which brings us on to the third group, the so-called immortals. They exist in a manner all their own.
Quite. Even as the Sahagin Elder fell to the Admiral's musket shot, I witnessed the release of an ethereal cloud, which immediately took possession of a nearby minion.
A soul that dissipateth not upon the death of the flesh.
The secret of life everlasting, and in the claws of a Sahagin no less. But I wonder, what would happen to one of these obstinate spirits should there be no suitable host for it to claim?
If mortal death entails a return to the ethereal realm, it seems doubtful that the soul of an immortal would venture there.
Nay, it merely withdraweth the distance, unto the shore of the ethereal sea, perchance, but no further.
Yes, it exists in neither this realm nor the next, abiding instead in the space that lies between them. The Ascians took control of Thancred by means of a crystal of darkness, an artifact which, if our theories are correct, serves as a gateway to the place I have just described.
I was hoping people had forgotten about that.
I am sorry, my friend.
For a mercy, the weary road of our research hath brought us unto an answer.
The Sahagin ascended to an immortal state, but he did not possess a crystal of darkness through which to flee this realm. Thus was he consumed by Leviathan. If we could entrap the spirits of defeated Ascians in like manner, and thereby deny them resurrection...
Therein lieth the path to victory. Thou art most perceptive, my lady. Only when we have trapped the bodiless soul within an ethereal prison can we hope to defeat its unnatural constancy. Thus might even an eternal paragon be consigned to oblivion.
These feats are, of course, far easier said than done. At present, we lack a viable means to entrap and extinguish an Ascian soul. Yet, I believe it to be possible. The pieces of the puzzle lie before us. We have but to put them together.
I will depart at once to convene with the sages of Sharlayan. Together shall we divine the steps by which our goals may be achieved.
I have the utmost faith in you, Archon.
Beg pardon, antecedent, but I would raise one final matter. Even now, a Sharlayan survey party seeketh to ascertain the fate of the students of Baldessian. Their findings shall soon be known to us. Though you harbor feelings of dread, I bid you surrender not to sorrow, but abide instead in hopeful prayer.
I shall, Archon. Thank you.
The Lord of Levin is returned to the Aether, as was Leviathan before him, says Achiorn. Nevertheless, Ramu's acquiescence was most intriguing. Emerlath, Inferno, Vortex, Crag, Whirl, and Levin all have now been humbled by the Bringer of Light. Oh, we are in there. They're paying attention. Ultima. The limitless potential of man, Helen's servant grows mightier by the day. And Oedipus. Yet he prospers at great cost to his mistress, whose strength is all too finite. 7 times have the masses survived the rejoining, but their souls are grown weak and wan. Yet even as it innovates, the ardor empowers our master. All that remains is to nurture the strength of the gifted to forge the final key. And that is the task to which we bend our every effort, says somebody. La Habrea. Divine seeds were ever wont to quicken in Eorzea's fertile soil. We need only lead men to the field, and by their eager hands shall a new deity rise. That which was shattered shall be made anew, and the one true God shall come again. That one? That one right there? Quest complete! Alright. My goodness. Okay. So, we need to trap their souls. One wonders if we could use a similar trap of a soul leaving this plane on the Primal's souls. Stop that, too. Solve all the problems. Easier said than done. Next time. Goodbye.